Hello everyone and welcome back to Emerald Millionaire. I have been doing some building as you can see behind me here. Now let me show you around. I've got a couple other things I've been working on. So we've got this nice little staircase here with some hidden lighting behind these bushes. And this staircase will let me get up to the top here. So let's walk on up here. As you can see, I've done a little bit of terraforming here and I've got another staircase to head on up here. And then I was watching another video and I realized I can put a campfire in here to create the smoke for the chimney. That gives a real nice effect. Then I threw in a grindstone here, cleared off this building, so I removed this building, and made space so that I can have a road coming through here. And I may actually add a building here in the future. And if we come on down here, you can see I've been working on expanding this out a little bit. There'll be a future build here. I'm thinking probably a stage. And I'll have the bell up on the stage. It'll be kind of an interesting little idea. And you can see here I've got a bridge now, so you can connect from one of the cliff sides to the other, and the farmer doesn't have to walk through a crazy weird pathing and like jump down here, run around there, jump up there. So I had to actually place a couple blocks around to make sure he doesn't wander off like a weirdo. And let's see, one other little update here of the farm. I've been kind of adding some wheat to it, and also I've got a couple of sheeps and cows, as you can hear back there, which is nice. Got a couple of cows breeding because I want to be able to start making some item frames for the storage, getting some wool going so I can make beds. Yeah, that's pretty good. And speaking of farming, I am going to dig out a nice little space underneath here, and I am going to set up an automatic farm so that I can get some wheat and potatoes much faster than this. So I'll still have a farm up here that'll be the aesthetic, and then I will have an actual working farm down below. So once I have that set up, I can actually start getting some emeralds from the trading the villagers. So yeah, I'll get into that, and I'll come back and show you. I want to get geared up so that we can go on a mining session and see how much materials we can gather. Because as of right now, we got a decent amount of redstone, but we're kind of lacking on the other resources. So I'd like to get well supplied so I can start doing some more building here as well. So I'm down here mining away, and look what I find. Abandoned mine shaft. This is so cool. Yeah. I love abandoned mine shafts. Get so much loot, so many ores out of this. And checking out these 3D textures for these rails is just so awesome. Woo! I'm so excited to explore this and loot it for all of its goodies. I've set up a temporary nether portal here because I need to go get some materials to be able to work on my underground farm there. I would like to set up a bunch of redstone lamps for lighting, or possibly glowstone. We'll see, but I need glowstone as well as getting some nether quartz for some other various projects. Here we go. I'm going into the nether right now. Ooh, okay. That's some fire right there. Okay, let's take a look. So, ooh, easily accessible glowstone right there. Perfect. Oh, lava. Don't touch me. Let's grab some netherrack. Get some of this going. And then we can start by blocking off this nasty lava flow that's coming into our nether portal. Okay, that's good. And then we'll come over here, block it off as well. Okay, that's good. Now something to consider doing here, to be rather dangerous, is to block off all these flows. Okay, let's try that. Okay, got that, got that. Okay, got that. There's that. And that. There we go. Okay, and just to make myself feel better, I'll put a thing around it. Nice! Okay. It's another quartz? Oh yes, definitely need that. Crystal collection. Nice. Okay. Got a bunch of nether quartz. Gonna grab some glowstone. And I'm also gonna see if I can find a nether fortress and get myself a few blaze rods if I can. And I'll get back to you later if anything interesting happens. Hello, Mr. Pigman. Can you direct me to the closest nether fortress? Which way? This way. This way. Oh, okay, thank you. You know, the nether is kind of a scary place, but the music here is so nice and so quaint. It's actually probably one of my favorites in all of the Minecraft music. So, while I'm in my search for another fortress, which Minecraft song is your guys' favorite? You should tell me down below in the comments. You know, it must have been a long time since I've been in the nether, but this area just seems huge. Like, it's just a massive cavern. Did it used to be like this? I can't remember. I thought it was more clumped up and lots and lots of difficult paths to travel through, but this is quite interesting. Maybe it's just this massive lava lake I found here. Well, I haven't had any luck finding the nether fortress so far, so I'm still just kind of wandering about aimlessly, hoping to find it, but I gotta say that this biome generation is quite nice. I like it. Alright, so I ran out of pickaxes. So I'm currently following my little torch trail back in hopes that I can get back to my portal. And then I'll grab some more pickaxes and I'll come back and keep searching for that nether fortress because I want to get some blaze rods. So I just killed off a patrol here, and as you can see at the top there, I'm about to get attacked by a raid. Hello. So yes, the battle's over, and since this battle was so long and so difficult, I actually had to make a separate video for it. So if you want to check that out, click on the icon card in the top right. Alright, so I'm out here running around in the middle of the dark, hunting for a zombie villager because the villagers totally wiped out my village. Ah, such a shame. I did find a zombie villager, and I had him walking along, coming after, following me over here with a group of a couple other zombies. And as you can see, a creeper blew him to smithereens. Ah, the struggle. I had two, so there was one that was over by my nether portal. I found one, I was able to trap him, and then also some of my villagers went into the nether, and I had one villager in there that was regular and one that was a zombie, and I made the mistake of pushing my normal villager back through the portal, and he got killed by the remainder of the wave. And then the zombie villager that was here in the overworld that I captured, I will show you over here. There's a little spot down here that I trapped him in. Oh, zombie. Wait, are you? Oh. You're just a regular old zombie, how boring. But I had this little spot over here that I had him trapped in there. And apparently I waited too long and he despawned. So I walked over here, I'm like, okay, I checked a couple times, he was still there, then I break it, and no zombie. Then I had one in the nether, which I was able to cure him in the nether, and then I made my way back with him, and I currently put him in this house here, and as you can tell, I put a block in front of him, so he can't escape, and no one can kill him. So, unless he keeps opening the door and the villagers like shoot him in the face. So, if you're going to live in a village, or anywhere near a village, build a wall, or you'll regret it. Because as I said in the beginning of the series, episode 1, introduction, build a wall is a very important thing to do, and I didn't do it. I waited too long, I got distracted, my village was growing, so I built a house, and yeah. Now I have no villagers. Well, I have one villager, and I've been hunting for a zombie villager. So, one thing I was working on before I got murdered by the pillagers is this little 2-story house with 2 bedrooms. Got a nice little loom here and a cauldron set up for like a little counter. It's almost like it's an inn. Then I put a set of double beds in each room. So there's 2 there, and there's 2 here, so that can hold 4 villagers. So once I get my population going again, this house is good for 4 villagers. And that would put my house count at, let's see, or bed count I should say. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That'd put me at 13 beds. So I have a capacity for 13 villagers. Let's just hope I can find that villager and cure him and get my village going again. But despite that, from the raid, even though I failed to defeat them, I actually got a decent amount of emeralds out of it. I'm currently at 3 blocks of emeralds plus this one, so that's 4 blocks of emeralds so far. Not bad. So we're getting there. So after looking at this wall and then looking over here at what I was going to do, I feel like this is more solid and is look better and will be more protective than that. But with this in mind, I also need to remember how to prevent spiders from getting in, because this design right here won't allow spiders to climb up the wall, but with this one they could. So I might have to figure out a good way to add in that protection as well. So maybe I'll actually do an overhang. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let me grab some wood here. Grab some slabs. I think that's what I'll do. Let's grab some fences and some slabs. Okay. So I've got some, or even some trap doors. That would look good probably. And some fences. Okay. And then we'll pop over here. And we'll use the cobblestone for now to get up on top. So if we go up here, we'll have all the logs along here. We'll have this there, and then maybe, actually I want to even push this out one. So what if I take a trapdoor and put it here and here? Can I place a fence on top of that? Oh, I can. That looks great. Okay. And if I come down here, yeah, that looks good. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I can place torches. Let's see if I can get myself back up there. Ow! Pushes. So I get myself back up there. Grab my torches. And have like a torch in various spots along the way. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And I could even go so far as to push this up like an extra block or something and then put a torch on it. Or even frame it so there's like a, oh yeah, that would be even better. Go like this. And I could have a frame here. So go up there and on top of there and like this. So when I'm walking along, so for example this one would be like that, and then I put the torch on here. This would be lighting plus also a way to be able to shoot out and defend myself, but then having this here will protect me from any sort of mobs that might be out there. So yeah, we'll go with this design and see how it looks. I'm trying to build this wall, and it needs a lot of wood because the design I decided to go with uses nothing but spruce wood. Luckily, I can make these 2x2 really tall spruce trees. Makes it quite helpful to farm wood. I can go through like 3 or 4 of these and have like 5 stacks of wood, which is really helpful. And in fact, while we're up here, you can get a nice vantage point of what I've done, possibly. Let's see, yeah, you can see there's a wall here, it kind of goes up here, and it like climbs the cliff there, and it goes back down. I'll have to figure something out to make that not look so derpy. Guess I could have it build down like this, and then maybe cover it up with dirt or something. I don't know. I'll figure that part out. And then it goes over here, with the wall going along there. So now there's a very definite border for my village, and now that we have that, I can actually explain a little more of my plans. So this area here is going to be a housing district. There's going to be some farms up here and then also another housing district. I might actually make a little outlet here. So like wood will come out, sorry, the wall. The wall will come out over here to get close to this river, and then it will come back in so I can build a little like fishing hut. That would make sense that they can go there, or maybe even set up a gate, a small gate there for the fisher to go into. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll make a tiny little gate for my fishermen to access. And then over that way, down there where there's some houses where we first came into the village, that'll also be another housing district. And then kind of through the middle here is going to be all the important buildings like the forge, which will go up there. We got the mining area here. There'll be the town center, which I'm actually going to build a couple of these, I think, is what I'll do. Instead of just one place for the bell, like I'll build, I think that maybe the cathedral can come down here in this spot somewhere. Or possibly in that spot. I'm trying to decide the best placement. Maybe even building my stage up on top could be good. Oh, actually I should build a cathedral up on the mountain. That will, the hill mountain? Yeah, that'll go. I think that'll look really good because then you can see it from anywhere in the village. And I'm also thinking about building a tower here, like a lookout tower. Then I can like look out over the entire village and see it. I think that'll be really good. And let's see, this will be farming, housing. There'll be more housing in that corner. So I'm going to house 30 villagers, and I'm currently at 13 beds. So I still have a few more houses to construct, and also upgrading all these current houses. And I hope you like this design here, because this is kind of the style I'm going to go with, using the dorite, smooth dorite, which actually looks pretty nice, and the granite for the roofs. So I'll probably do some variation of, like this house here was a unique variant where it's made out of wood. I'll have to determine what I want this to actually be. And yeah, I think that's good for future developments. Once I get my hands on a second zombie villager and cure him, I can get the village back going again. And yeah, that'd be great. And I did mention a farm at one point, and yeah, that hasn't happened because I've gotten sidetracked by my village growing so quickly, and then getting attacked by the pillagers, getting totally destroyed by that. I think I died 3 or 4 times. So yeah, that was just, oy. Yeah. So now I'm definitely better prepared. In fact, I took a screenshot earlier of another patrol that made their way over here. Luckily I had this wall set up so they didn't come into the village and try to wipe out my last villager. And I also saw a Vindicator in here randomly. I don't know how he got in here, but there was a Vindicator inside my walls after I built it all the way up, unless he like made his way all the way around, which that seems rather unlikely, but who knows, maybe he figured out a gap in my defenses somewhere, so I definitely need to go take a look at my walls, make sure that I didn't leave some sort of opening somewhere, because that would just suck. Be like, yeah, I got my walls all set up, built my village up again, and get destroyed by a raid. Oh, I'm starting to make progress. It's a nice, big, flat open area here. And I'm using the spruce trap doors and fences as like the little side rails, which is going to keep the spiders out. And it also gives it a nice extra look there, I think. Yeah, clear this grass out of the way so you can see better. There we go. Yeah, so there's that. It definitely needs some work on this side. It doesn't look all that fancy, but I'm just getting the structure in place now. And I'll work on detailing it in a little bit once I get the wall pretty well set up. So, finally found another villager. Took a while to get him in here. There was another villager that burned to the fire, and suddenly this guy's helmet broke, and he started burning. It's like, Minecraft doesn't want me to repair my village. I guess that's hard mode for you. Whew, well, finally, as soon as he's finished curing, I can let my villagers both out, and I can start to rebuild the village. Finally. Alright, that'll do us for today. Thank you for joining me on this crazy adventure and getting totally destroyed by the pillagers. Build a wall. And if you'd like to check out that full raid, be sure to click on the video in the end screen. Thanks for watching. See you later.